I want to get this into record mode so that we are ready to share the information and you'll have an opportunity to review it at a later time. As I mentioned, my name is Mrs. Rhonda Jordan, and I am your host for this morning. Essentially, my job is really just to introduce the speaker as well as to control the slides. So I just want to give you guys a couple of house rules so that you'll have the information you need to have a very productive conference. The first thing you want to do is to make sure that you keep your video on. And you want to also make sure that you keep your line muted unless you are asked to unmute. That way we don't have a lot of background noise or things that will disturb the conference. The second thing is, because we are at the mercy of technology, we've done our part to make sure that we can stay connected without any interruptions. However, should we get disconnected for any reason, just allow a couple of seconds and reconnect. So the third and final thing is you want to make sure that at all times you are completely tuned in and that you're participating. You also have the chat feature, which I'm sure you all are very much aware of. So if you have a question or if you would like clarification on something, use the chat as a way of communicating with us so that we will know what it is that we can do to make sure that you have the best possible experience during our leadership conference. For those of you that aren't aware, this is the fifth time that we've had a conference such as this. It is the first time we've ever done it virtually. Typically, these are held in person. And Mr. Walter Jordan, who will be the individual that will lead this entire conference, this is really his brainchild. And one of the things that he's been able to do is to really mentor young men such as yourselves and impart upon them lots of not only leadership skills, but also life skills. So you are in for a treat. We have an incredible lineup of speakers. And so without any further ado, we are going to get started. I want to show you a very quick video. And then from there, what we will be doing is you'll hear me introduce formally the host and the person who came up with this idea for the Young Men's Conference. So give me just 1 second.
You can count on continues with Glenn Marie's Sports Report. Sports coverage you can count on. A state champion at Northrop, an All-American at Purdue, an NBA player, father, son, husband and coach, businessman and entrepreneur. Yeah, Walter Jordan has had a lot of titles in his life. His latest, how about author? And the four-way native penning his autobiography titled Gracefully Broken. And while there are stories about jump shots and rebounds, it is truly a book about bouncing back.
Jordan is coming in the Jordan. It was amazing. I got a chapter called 312, as you know, East Masterson Street. That's where I grew up, and that's where the foundation was laid, and the awesome memories and neighborhood. 7 boys in 1 bedroom. You know, if you don't become close at that point, you never will.
It's all over. The ball game is all over. Fort Wayne Northrop has won its first Indiana High School Basketball Championship. You may know Walter Jordan, the basketball player, the one who led Northrop to the state title in 1974, the one who was an All-American at Purdue, the one who played in the NBA for the Cleveland Cavaliers. But his autobiography, Gracefully Broken, isn't about the man you saw on the court.
It's not a basketball story. And they don't know the ups and downs. They don't know the heartaches. They don't know the difficulties it took trying to bounce back and keep getting knocked down, keep bouncing back and keep believing in yourself.
From his mother's passing during his senior season of high school, to a rare disease that almost ended his pro career when it started, to the death of his son, Jordan hopes his experiences can bring strength to those who are going through something similar.
I wanted to tell my own story. I'm tired of hearing people tell my story, which is not my story. So I figured I needed to tell my story, and I wanted to do it from a very, very personal, transparent, much as it hurt, perspective.
Jordan spent the last 11 months writing the book, and with its recent debut, saw it climb to #1 on Amazon's list of new releases in the category of basketball.
We all been broken. The key is to be broken gracefully and let it humble you and let it grow you, and then know who God says you are. Not what anybody else says you are. Know who God says you are. That's going to give you strength to fulfill God's purpose, whatever it is for your life.
As for what's next for Walter Jordan, well, he's going to be working with friend and former Purdue player Doug Lee as an assistant coach later this summer for the Peoria All-Stars team in the TBT. I'm Glenn Marini, and that is your local sports report.
All right, gentlemen, so you have had an opportunity to have a preliminary exposure to Mr. Walter Jordan. Let me just tell you a little bit more about him, things that you perhaps may not know. As I mentioned, Walter Jordan has had a lot of accolades in his life. He has, obviously had an incredible basketball career. But what many of you may not know is that he also runs a program here in Atlanta. It operates under the umbrella of Team Impact. And we typically have approximately 16 teams each year. Many of the players that have come through the program over the years have gone on to do some incredible things. Some of them have gone on to go pro. Others have played at the Division 1, 2, and 3 levels. Also, we've had a number of them that have incredible careers, such as pilots and doctors, attorneys, so many different areas. So going pro is not necessarily about going to the league. Sometimes it's about going pro in your designated profession. And so he's had an incredible amount of success in terms of mentoring young men. And one thing I can tell you is, to this day, he still has lots of young men and women, young women, who reach out to him because they see him as a mentor, someone that has really helped them to grow and become the people that they are. So you're going to have an opportunity to hear from him today, to hear some of the things that he has coached others to do, some of the mentorship advice that he has given to many individuals over the years. And as I mentioned, many of them have gone on to some incredibly successful careers. So at this time, it is my honor and privilege to bring to the front of the Zoom here none other than Mr. Walter Jordan. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can, but can you hear me?
Yes, you're all set.
Great, thank you. Wow, what an introduction. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, champions. Good morning, champions. Good morning, kings. Wow, I am so fired up. I get emotional when I get these opportunities to talk to young people because I love kids. I love young people. I believe in young people. Before I go any further, I'll be remiss if I didn't say this about my beautiful bride, who God has gave me my soulmate. For those young men out there that's dating or want to marry, I know all you guys want to probably get married and have kids. 3 things I want to make sure you understand. You got to make sure your young lady that you're dating, first of all, love her family. Second of all, love God. Third of all, maybe a little bit smarter than you. So I think that your mate and who you choose to marry is the biggest decision in your life. And I can't tell you how much my life has been enriched because of that young lady. So you guys all do me a favor before we go any further. I want you all to come out of mute. Come off of mute. Unmute your phones. And I want you to clap and give my wife the respect and love that she deserves. Thank you. I needed those brownie points, so thanks a lot. Guys, I'm telling you guys, you're in for a treat. If my wife can put the screen up, we're going to go over some real housekeeping things or standards for this conference. I think you guys need to understand that God has a serious plan for your life. And everybody understand there's 3 things I know for sure, guys. We're gonna just touch on this real quick so you guys can all understand what we're gonna be talking about, what we're gonna be sharing. See, I've been blessed. I've been blessed beyond means, probably more so than I even deserve. God is just an amazing God. And yeah, I've been blessed to do some amazing things. This conference is not about me. It's not about basketball. It's not about anything. Things I know for sure. You guys don't care about my accolades or my awards or what I've done. All you want to know is, hey, first of all, do you care about me? Second of all, you want to know, can I help you get better? Third, you want to know is, can we help you get where you want to go? I promise you, our team that we've gathered here the next 2 days is probably going to be part of your life if you choose to listen to them. It might not be physically, but something they're going to say that's going to rock your world and make you think about it, but make you a better person. Because I believe that you need to expect greatness. We can expect greatness all we want for you. Your parents can expect greatness all they want for you. But you got to make a decision that say, I expect greatness from me. I know who I am. I know who God says I am. Once you get that and start to understand that, you're on your way to winning. See, I played on 17 different teams, not counting my most important 2 teams. My most important 2 teams I'm not even talking about. That's my family, the Jordan, Team Jordan. I'll talk a lot about that. The second team is God's team, the most important team. I know that God's team is undefeated. He has never lost. So do I like my chances of winning, knowing who God says I am, and knowing my family and Team Jordan knows God's team? Absolutely, I do. So what anybody else says or think, or no matter what, no matter who, we gonna win. We're gonna show you the next 2 days how we're gonna win. We're gonna show you. But I believe in standards. I don't believe in my life. I believe in standards. I was coached by Hall of Fame coaches, Phil Jackson. Everybody talks about the 11 championships with the Lakers and the Bulls, and Coach Michael Jordan and Kobe and Shaq. And I played for him. I picked up some nuggets about life because Phil talked about life more than he did basketball to his players. I believe you win with character kids. You win with high character kids. And so I want you guys to get that, okay? I have so many conversations. I've coached. I won a state championship as a player. I've won 3 state champions here in Georgia coaching high school basketball. 3, 35-0, 1 season national champs. We've been blessed to help over 100 kids get in school on academic and basketball scholarships. You heard my wife mention some kids you might know. Hunter Henry just signed $37 million contract, tied in for the New England Patriots. Been mentoring him since he was 12 years old. Bradley Chubb, defensive end for Denver Broncos. We mentor him. Jeremy James is now a pilot, now the pilot. Alex Thompson, who's an aerospace engineer, went to Tuskegee, quit playing basketball his 12th grade year because he knew this was his calling. He knew this is what God wanted him to do. This is what he wanted to do since he was 10 years old. So we've got stories after story after story after story. So I don't worry about the ones who don't show up. Because who's supposed to be on this call and who showed up is supposed to be here. And the ones that are not here are not supposed to be here. That's how God works. We don't worry about those who show up. So if you expect greatness, one thing I learned is that just reading you guys' information, there's some serious leaders on this Zoom call. You guys, some of you guys have accomplished some great things in your lives already. Congratulations, guys. I'm so proud of you. Literally, when I'm reading information about your accomplishment, your 4.0, your captains and your leadership and your academic awards and these kind of things that your parents are writing and sending to us, I'm like, wow, we've got some leaders on this call. So leaders, it's not about your age, it's about your game. I'm not talking about your game in sports, your game in life. So leaders, if God grants you the courage and the ability the courage and ability to lead, then do what God expects you to do, and that's to lead. So I'm asking you to lead today. I'm asking you guys to step forward. I'm asking you guys to participate. This call is about you. This is your call. I want to hear from you just as much as you hear from us and our leaders. We want feedback. We want you guys involved. We're going to give away some awards at the end of this conference. Some nice awards. Giving away some awards based on leadership, based on who's going to show up, who's going to step up, who's going to lead, who's going to be involved, going to really take this stuff serious, because this is serious. This is very serious. The fact that you showed up today, you got on this Zoom call, I salute you. I salute you. Half the battle is showing up. Let's walk through this real quick. When I say standards as opposed to rules, I believe that rules are meant to be broken. Rules are built for dictatorships. This is not dictatorships. This is a team. This is Team Expect Greatness team. Today, you are now part of Team Expect Greatness. And today, we're going to talk about standards. Standards, I believe, is what wins. Standards. No one wants to be talked down to or think somebody know everything. This is not that case. I'm still trying to get better every day. I'm learning every day. I read every day. I do devotion. Every morning I do devotion. I'm trying to get better every day, inch by inch. And one of the things that I understand this, I want you to understand this. There are certain standards you got to live your life by. See, we didn't have rules in our house, but we had standards. We had standards. When I was 12 years old, went to the store and took a candy bar, not understanding when I was with my dad, I assumed that the lady at the cashier knew that I had the candy bar and my dad paid for it. I wasn't thinking. So I get home, my dad said, well, I didn't pay for that candy bar. So he got all of us into our room and he said, hey, guess what? Jordans don't steal. Jordans don't steal. I got my butt whooped. That stuck with me for the rest of my life. Jordans don't steal. That's a standard. It's not a rule. Standard was every Sunday, we would walk to church, all 10 of us, kids, because my dad had the car and he had to work. We would walk to church for 1.5 miles. We walked to prayer meetings on Wednesday because my mom knew we needed God in our lives. That was a standard. That's why all of us are God-fearing to this day. All of us, all 10 of her kids, so thank God we're all still here. Praise the Lord. So those are standards. Champions have standards. They don't have rules. They have standards, mutually agreed standards. You need to have team standards if you're part of a team, which you are. Your family is the most important team. So you need to have standards in your life, okay? Standards, okay? And so team has standards, and you need to have that individual standards, what you stand for. What's your standards? Don't have rules, have standards, not a dictatorship. Mutually agree. I hope all of us can mutually agree that this conference, this is the things we want to accomplish as a team. We'll talk about individual standards and help you guys get some standards for your life based on what you want to do, what you want to accomplish later on, and some workshops. We got some awesome workshops coming up that I want you guys to participate in. We're going to have fun. We're going to hear from you guys. We're going to let you guys tell us about yourselves. And but right now, let's talk about the standards we expect for this conference, okay? First of all, be coachable. Everybody should know what that means. Be coachable. Okay, a lot of kids are not coachable. They think they know more than the coach. I always say this. If I go to a basketball game and watch one of my kids, there's 1,000 people in the stands. 999 think they know more than the damn coach. That's the society that we're in. As a basketball player, as an athlete, as a student, as someone trying to get somewhere, you need to be coachable. I'm coachable. My wife is so much smarter than me. She's a CPA by trade, very, very successful, done very, very well in her life. I'm not gonna come to my wife and talk to her about what I know about finances. She's gonna look at me like I'm crazy. But we respect each other's abilities, and I'm coachable when it comes to the house finances and what we need to do as a business and as a family. So be coachable, be respectful, respect each other. You know, it's not about being liked, it's about being respected, okay? Stay ready. I mean, what I mean by that, have an appetite and a zest for getting better, want to get better. And some of you guys understand this. I've learned that great leaders like to be around other leaders. Great mentors like to be mentored by other mentors. That's why I do my daily devotions every morning, and I read every morning from people that I respect and people who's written books who they can help me grow. That's why I read the Bible. Okay, stay ready. Make sure your mind is ready. Okay, know that you're built differently. Know that you're built differently. Know this, that no two snowflakes are exactly the same. So it's good that you are. It's good that you are basically know that you're built differently. Okay, let's make sure we understand that. Know that you're built differently. Take notes. Okay, to think is to put it in ink. Write things down. My wife would tell you, I get up in the middle of the night. If I have a powerful thought, hits my spirit, God hits my spirit. So I write it down. I have so many pads of notes. It goes back on because I think that's what God gave me that thought. So I write it down. And I might not never use it, but it's in my mind. It's helping me grow. Participate. This is the no judgment zone. What I mean by that, there's no right or wrong answer here. No one's going to judge you. We're all here trying to get better. We're all here trying to support each other and love on each other. That's what we're doing the next 2 days. We want people involved. We want you guys talking. I've learned to bite my tongue when I'm talking to young people, because a lot of times adults, we don't listen to you. We do not listen to you. You're hurting out there. There's stuff going on in your life, and no one's listening to you. I promise you that won't be the case in the next 2 days. And if we build a relationship, that will never be the case with me. I want to know, whatever your issue is, I want to know if I can help. I promise you that. So I know, because I talk to so many of you, I'm involved in young people's lives. I want to know whatever that pain is. And we can see if we can figure it out together. Sometimes I just want to listen. Sometimes you just need somebody to listen. You don't want me to give you an answer. In my book, I talk about all my imperfections. I talk about my flaws. I let you know that I'm not perfect. A lot of times we adults, we want to tell people, oh, I was great. When I was young, when I was your age, I did this, something. You don't care about that. You don't care about that. And I understand that. So that's why we're doing the youth conference, because we want to be here for you. You guys have had friends, and you've seen some of your peers. You know, young kids are hurting mentally. A lot of suicidal thoughts, a lot of anger. It's pinned up because it's craziness of most of the adults. We caused you guys this pain because we hadn't stepped up to the plate. And that's tough to admit. I lost my son. The most devastating thing I've ever been through in my life. But every young man that's in my presence, they know that I love on them. I hug on them. I'm a hugger. They know that I do that. And I get more out of that relationship than they probably do. But they don't even understand that. So yes, I'm emotional. Yes, I'm excited. But here's what I need you guys to do. Expect greatness. You have to be on time. Respect other people's time. Some of you guys got on at 15 minutes before. Some of the guys are not even on yet. But we don't worry about those. We only worry about the people that show up. The ones that show up is the only ones we can help. The only one guy, if you don't show up for tryouts, if you don't show up for a key appointment or interview, you're not going to get the job. You're going to miss your blessing. That blessing is only passed on to somebody else. You just missed it. The ones that's not on this call right now, on the Zoom call right now, they just missed it. They missed an important part of their day. And they missed it. But thank God you guys showed up. Lead. Don't be afraid to lead. It takes courage to be a leader, guys. Don't be a coward. Don't be weak. The world is not void of good people. The world is void of good, strong, God-fearing men. That's what we want you guys to be. Because I believe in young people. I believe young people are going to turn this country around. I believe that with every fiber in my body. There's some leaders on this call today don't even know how big a role and how powerful their life's going to be and how God's going to bless you and going to encourage you to lead. You don't even know. Because when I was your age, 13 to 10, 11, 12, 13, 17, 18. I had no clue the guy was doing what he's doing in my life. 6 months ago, I didn't know I was writing a book. But once you surrender to God, He'll do it. Team. I believe teamwork is the most important thing in my life. Everything I've done is involved the team. I've done nothing by myself. Nothing. And you have to understand the importance of playing team. You are a team. You are part of a team. In fact, you're on the Zoom call, you have parents in the house with mom, dad, or both. You are part of a team. I want you guys to get this. I always start with this. Your mom is not your maid. Your mom is not your maid. Your dad is not your slave. It is your responsibility to take care of you. If you're old enough to be on this call, I'm talking directly to you. Make your damn bed up. Let down the toilet seat if there's women in the house. When you're done, clean off the damn toilet. If you see trash on the floor, don't wait till mom pick it up. You pick it up. If you got younger siblings, watch what you do and what you say. Love them. Tomorrow's not promised. It's the first of the year. A lot of people did not make it or see the new year come in. No matter what age, this has been unbelievable stuff going on. But that's what leaders do. God expects you to do that. If you want to be great, that's what you have to do. Have fun, enjoy life, laugh, tell jokes. I mean, my wife would tell you, I'm a joke. I love to have fun. We laugh and we watch comedies and we just, every night before we go to bed, I tell my wife every time, my goal is to make her laugh or smile at least 5 times a day. And sometimes I'm laughing at myself because I had a stupid thought or I did something stupid.
He needs to be able to see you. It's fine.
Okay. So those are things, guys, I really want you guys to get. Hope you guys got notepads. Hope you guys are writing some of this stuff down. Because this is what we're going to do. And I promise you, you will have a game plan mentally, emotionally, physically, of what you got to do after the next 2 days to become great. I want all of you guys to say, I expect greatness. Now, thanks, babe, for that slide. Here's what we're gonna do. Next slide, babe. Can you hear me, babe?
Yeah, hold on one second. I had to switch screens.
Okay. Now we're gonna take time and we're gonna talk about a little bit of the championship discussion. These are some of the things that we're gonna discuss beyond some of the stuff I've already mentioned, but this is just give you a quick overview, and then there's some additional things we're gonna be talking about. But I want you guys to just get a feel. This is a picture of me playing in Madison Square Gardens. One of my dreams was to when I went to Purdue was to get to the Final Four and play in some of these arenas I've always watched on television. The Madison Square Garden is supposed to be the Mecca. So my junior year at Purdue, we played in the Christmas tournament down there against Georgetown and I don't know, Rutgers and about 2 other schools, and we won the tournament. And I was able to get the MVP in that tournament. But I remember going down to New York for the first time being in New York. Yeah, I remember here's a poor kid who'd never been outside of really Fort Wayne growing up, okay? Had nothing. To think that, 2 years later, I'd be in New York playing in Madison Square Garden. If that ain't God, I don't know what is. But I thought about the championship discussions that I've had in my life, and I think about them to this day. Here's some of the things that was engraved in me, okay? So this is some of the stuff we'll be talking about, the power of affirmation. We'll do a workshop on affirmation. Make sure you guys understand what that is. Standards and rules, we'll talk about that again. I dare you to lead and tell you what that's gonna take to lead, okay? Let you guys know there's greatness in your DNA, A lot of you guys don't know your history. You know your history, you know the power of your last name in your first name. You need to know that. We're gonna make sure you know who you are No excuses, no free lunches. Stop expecting stuff that you haven't earned to work for. Stop expecting somebody to give you something. That's not how life is, not how it works. Plus, you miss out on all your blessings and your growth and everything you need to go through in order to become great. And you've got to go do some stuff. That's just the way life is. Vision, you got to see it, okay? Then you play with your character kids. Remember we talked about that. You build a team, you build a culture, you build the environment, and that becomes part of your who you are. It becomes part of your character once you build that, okay? Know that you're built differently and know it's okay to be different, okay? Why you must struggle, we'll talk about that. Choose faces, not races. I mean, there are people look like me, I wouldn't call my brother. There are people who don't look like me that are my brother. And so you guys got to understand it so you can judge people for who they are at face value. And some people will stab you behind, you in the back as soon as you turn your head, you know. So you got to understand that that's all part of what you're going through and what you need to go to be great. Okay. How will you win? That's huge. We'll talk a lot about that. Okay. And you are stronger than you think. We'll talk about that. And then everybody needs a team. And then there's the 5 F's. You know, you talk in life, you know, don't get an F. And I know I couldn't play basketball if I brought home anything lower than a C. I was off the basketball team. So that was a motivating force for me. You know, I wasn't the smartest out of 10 kids. I was the 7th child. And my sister Loretta, she's a year older than me. So when I went to middle school or high school, it seems like I always got her teachers. And they would always expect me to be as brilliant as Loretta. Loretta can read a book or read something and get it just like that. Well, I had to read that same book. It might took me 3 or 4 times. It might took me 3 or 4 times to get the information that I need from the book. It took Loretta 1 time. See, but the end result was the same. After I read the book, I knew what she knew. And that was the most important thing. So I had to learn that I had to work harder. I had to focus harder. I had to sometimes do things 2 or 3 times to get the information. But I know if I didn't do it, that I wasn't going to be able to do the things I love most, and that was playing on the basketball team. But all that stuff helped me, okay? And then, you know, you got to be hungry. You got to want this. You know, you got to, if the only time you do something is when you feel like it, you're not going to be successful. You're not going to be great. Sometimes you don't feel like it. You got to get up and do it anyway. That's when you're going to be blessed. When you don't feel like doing something, you get up and you do it anyway. So you guys got to say to yourself, write this down, do it anyway. See, because you guys got to understand something. Love is the greatest motivator known to mankind. Ask your parents. The reason why they do what they do, because they love you. They love you. They would die for you. They'll do anything for you. So you got to understand their hunger is for them taking care of you for you to have a better life than they had. That's why they do what they do. So you've got to develop that hunger for yourself. You got to love yourself first and most. You got to make them proud. Some of you guys need to spend time understanding what I mean, especially if guys are 14, 15 years old. It's time for you to make your mom proud. It's time for you to protect your mom's heart. What I mean by that, here's an example. I had a kid a year ago. Comes to me, I know his mom thinks that he's the greatest basketball player in the world. She comes to me and says, the coach is tripping, coach. The coach is tripping, coach. I said, why are you saying the coach is tripping? I saw your son at practice. I saw him drop his head 15, 20 times. Very talented kid. I said, the coach has told him 15,000 times not to drop his head because it's hurting him when college coaches come to look at him. I said, your son do it over and over again. So in a game, coach takes him out because he's dropped his head for the 15,001 time because he's trying to get the kid to understand you're hurting yourself. You're shooting yourself in the foot. But the son goes home to mom and says, Mom, coach tripping. He took me out. He tripping. And mom hadn't been to practice and seen this 15,000 times. So she don't understand why the coach takes him out. Coach tells her, Mom, I've told your son 15,000 times today in one time, that he needs to understand. He cannot drop his head. His posture, he's a leader. He's the captain of the ship. When he drops his head, our whole team drops their head, and it hurts him. And then I went back to the kid and I said, you know what? You got to stop telling your mom coach is tripping, because you know exactly why you came out of the game. And you need to understand that you're tripping. Stop saying the coach is tripping when you're tripping. And I told the coach, great job. And see, when I explained that to mom, she better understood. And she would not allow her son to come to her and hurt her like that, because she was hurt, because she couldn't understand it. So you got to protect your mom's heart. If you're older and you understand what I'm saying, write that down, everybody. Protect my mom's heart. Write that down. You got one mom, guys. That's it. You got one time around with your mom. And you need to understand right now, I don't care how old you are on this call, that you need to embrace them, and you need to hug them, and you need to love on them, and you need to respect them, and you need to listen to them, and you need to understand that they are the queens. They make everything happen. Your moms. So I got that out of the way. So I want you guys to come off mute. Everybody come off mute, okay? We're gonna do something real quick here. So if you can take the screen down, thanks. I want to see everybody's faces if I can. All right, guys, here we go. Here's what we're gonna do. I want all you guys to be leaders like we talked about. We just went over the expect greatness standards. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir?
Yes.
I need to hear more enthusiasm than that. Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, here's what we're gonna do. I believe in the power of a name. Imagine guys, that every time you heard your first name, somebody wrote your first name, you said your first name, somebody else said your first name. Every time someone says your name, you felt empowered. You stuck your chest out. You had swag. You said, that's me. I can do all things. Well, if every time someone says your name, it gives you that's something extra. Because then you start to understand who you are. So I want you to say your name with pride, with pride, okay? So what we're gonna do, and this is called, just say your name, okay? So you're just gonna say, hello, Kings. My name is Walter Jordan. I'm from Acworth, Georgia. I expect greatness. I expect greatness. Okay. So I need you I need you guys to say it with pride so anybody can start. Some of you guys are waking up, but that's okay. We're gonna help you wake up. So anybody can start. I want everybody to participate. I got a notepad down here. We're giving away some awesome awards. I want to see who our leaders are, and leaders, I want you to step forward. So anybody can start.
Hello, y'all. I'm Caius Warner from Marion.
From where? What are you supposed to say? Be coachable. What are you supposed to say? I expect greatness. Do it again.
Hello, everyone. My name is Caius Warner from Marion, and I expect greatness.
Awesome. Marion, Indiana in the house. Good job. Good job.
What's up, Kings? My name is Caleb Hudson. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I expect greatness.
Absolutely, we do. Absolutely, brother. Good seeing you.
Hello, team. My name is Tristan Jenkins. I'm from Acworth, Georgia. I expect greatness.
Tristan, good job, man. Put that camera down so I can see your face, man.
Hello, Kings. My name is Khalil Johnson Wilkerson. I come from Virginia, and I expect greatness.
What's up, nephew? How you doing, man?
Good.
Good to see you, boy.
Good to see you, too.
Hello, Kings. My name is Isaiah Kirby, and I'm from South Boston, Virginia, and I expect greatness.
What's up, nephew? How you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Good. Who's that other young man over there?
My name is Noah Kirby. I'm from South Boston, Virginia, and I expect greatness.
All right, Noah, what's up, man? Wake up, boy. All right. Who else we got?
Hello, my name is Kenyon Gillespie. I'm from Peoria and I expect greatness.
Awesome. What's up, Mr. Peoria, Illinois? You doing all right?
Yeah.
That's the home of Richard Pryor, right?
Mm.
You got jokes too? No? All right.
What's up, Kings? My name's Truman Rocker from Peoria, Illinois, and I expect greatness.
What's up, young man? How you doing?
Doing well.
Good, man. Good to see you. Welcome.
Hello, my name's. Oh, wait. Can you guys hear me?
Put your camera down a little bit, bud.
Hello, I'm Jaden, and I'm from Ackworth. I'm from Dallas, Georgia, and I expect greatness.
Oh, young man, so good to have you on, man. So good. Thanks for making that video and sending it to me too, man. I appreciate that. That gratitude is always count. When you said thank you, coach, and send me a video that touched my heart, man. So keep doing that stuff. That's what leaders do, okay? Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. All right. We're moving.
Hello.
Hello, team. Wait, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can't see you though. Can you turn your camera on?
Yeah.
Okay. Got your camera on?
Yeah, it's on now. Hello, Kings. My name is Braylon, and I'm from Indianapolis, Indiana.
All right. From what part of Indiana? Where in Indiana?
Huh?
Where in Indiana? What city?
In Indianapolis.
Indianapolis, Indiana. Say, I expect greatness.
I expect greatness.
Yes, sir. How old are you, young man?
I'm 11.
Awesome. Thanks for getting on, man. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome.
Good job.
What's up? I'm Harry. I'm from Peoria, Illinois, and I expect greatness.
Hey, Harry. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you?
You got all those books behind you, man. Do you read any of them?
Those are board games.
Oh, okay. Well, you got to get some books behind you too, man. You know that, don't you? You like to read? You like to read?
Not really.
I didn't like it either, but if you can read, you can write a book. Remember that.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Who else we got?
Hello, my name is James Sankichi, and I'm from Ackworth, Georgia, and I expect greatness.
Hey, young man, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good. You doing good?
Yes, sir.
Fired up about the new year?
Yeah.
Awesome. Say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, good. Who else we got?
What's up, King? My name is Raphael Johnson, and I'm from Virginia, and I expect greatness.
That was pretty good, Raphael. Put your camera down. I want to see your face. I want to see your face. And I want you to, I like your voice. I like the way you did that. What's up, Kings? I like all that. So I need you to do it now with some fire because I think you're a leader. I like that. I like what you said, what you started off with. What you said with some passion now, okay?
All right.
Go ahead and repeat it.
What's up, King? My name is Raphael Johnson. I'm from Virginia, and I expect greatness.
Raphael, great job, man. Great job. I'm glad you're on, man. Look forward to spending time with you next couple of days. Good job. All right. Who else we got?
Hello, King.
Go ahead, bud.
Hello, King. I'm from Peoria, Illinois. My name is Matthias Wilson.
And
I expect greatness.
say it again, buddy.
Hello, Kings. I'm from Peoria, Illinois. My name is Matthias Wilson, and I expect greatness.
That's awesome, young man. Well, welcome aboard, man. Get out of bed, man. Take some notes. All right. All right. Who else we got?
Morning, Kings. My name is Bryce Erskine. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I expect greatness.
You from the ATL?
Yeah.
We represent, man. You gotta say it with some more pep than that, man. Come on, you from the ATL? Have some pep, man. Let's go. Do it again.
Good morning, Kings. My name is Bryce Erskine. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I expect greatness.
That's what I'm talking about. Represent, big fella. Represent, young man. All right. Always represent. Who else we got?
What's up, Kings? My name is Victor Smith, and I'm from Champaign, Illinois.
Champagne in the house. What's happening, man? You doing all right?
Yeah,
Are you a Illini fan?
yeah.
All right. Well, I'm a Boilermaker, man. I don't like them Illini. No, I'm messing with you. They all right. Welcome, young man. Welcome. Who else we got?
Hello, Kings. I am Jay Sean Riddle, and I am from Cleveland, Ohio, and I expect greatness.
Cleveland, Ohio. What's up, young man?
What's up?
You a Browns fan?
Not really.
Not really. That's all right. Well, make sure you kiss your grandma for me, man. It's so good to have you on. You know, you're family. So welcome aboard, man. Good to have you on. Okay.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's go. Who else?
What's up, guys? My name is Sebastian Okulo, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
And
I expect greatness.
do it again, young man. Say it with some pride. Smile when you say it.
What's up, guys? My name is Sebastian Okulo, and I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, and I expect greatness.
That's what I'm talking about. How you pronounce your first name again?
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Great, man. Thanks for getting on this morning. Appreciate it. Good job. Looking forward to spending time with you too. All right. Who else we got?
My name is Jason Powell from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I expect greatness.
All right. Can I see your face, Jason? Can you do it again so I can see your face? Move your camera down. I want to see the look at you, handsome guy. Why are you hiding, man? All them good looks. You let us see your face. Do it again, young man.
My name is Jason Powell from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I expect greatness.
That's what I'm talking about. Great job, man. Great job. Who else we got? Don't be shy, guys. I'm looking at my numbers here and got some guys who haven't said anything yet. So we're gonna move on if you don't afraid to step up and be a leader yet. So 5 seconds. Anybody else want to go? I'm gonna call out a few people. You know who you are, especially my
What's up,
nephew.
Kings? My name's Ryder Flemings. I'm from Carsville, Georgia.
Carsville, Georgia, and you expect what? Do you expect greatness? Don't be shy, young man. It's okay. No judgment. No judgment on this call. No judgment. We're gonna love on everybody, okay? I have a young nephews on the call. It might be one of the youngest one. I haven't heard from them yet. Aiden, are you on the call?
Hello, Kings. My name is Aiden, and I'm from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and I expect greatness.
The reason why I wanted him to speak is because, of course, very, very close, but I had him, we were talking when I was home, one of my last visits in Fort Wayne, and I was asking, I said, every time someone asks you what you expect, and he knows exactly what he's supposed to say. It's not about what I expect, it's what he expects. So Aiden, if I asked you, what do I expect? What was your remark to me?
I expect greatness.
That's his answer. Every time I ask him that question, what do he expect? Not what I expect, what he expect. So think about, he's getting in his mindset where he's saying, well, I expect greatness. So in everything that he does, in his mind, he's thinking, I expect greatness. So that's who I am. So that's so powerful that once you start saying that and thinking to yourself, you expect greatness. Young man, how you doing, bud? I can't see your name. Michael, go ahead, Michael. Oh, Michael, what's up, man? It's Ryan. What's up, Ryder?
What's up, Kings? My name is Ryder Flemings. I'm from Carsville, Georgia, and I expect greatness.
Ryder, good to see you, bud.
Good to see you too, Coach.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now the party can start, man. You on the call. All right, since I know my participant list says well over 30-some people, and I think we had about 25 of you speak up. So hopefully those other guys will be getting on. I get text messages now saying they're jumping on or running late or whatever. We're gonna move on and not worry about those people. But thanks to those leaders who stepped up and basically who stepped up and told us their names. We're gonna have some fun today. I'm not sure if my speaker, I want you guys to understand something, okay? I want you guys to understand that the young people, the young men and the leaders we have speaking today, they're second to none. We have an all-star lineup that's going to blow you away. The first young man that's coming up, I've was recommended by about 30 people. Hey, Walt, you need to talk to this young man. He'd be excellent on your youth leadership call. He'll be phenomenal. So I did my research, and we became fast friends, and we got a chance to talk via social media. But he's in demand. He's been on TNT. He's been with Shaq and Dwayne Wade. He's spoken all over the country. He's just 16 years old. He's a business owner. And he's just a powerful young man. So guys, do me a favor. We're gonna give you about a 5-minute break. You don't want to miss it. You want to be in your seats. Be in your seats. So go get whatever you gotta get, a snack or whatever you gotta get in 5 minutes. So what time you guys got?
5 minutes.
Okay, so 11 o'clock, right at 11 o'clock sharp. We want you back in your seats. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I need everybody. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, champions.
Yes,
Go
sir.
get you something to drink or something to eat. Be back in about 5 minutes.
Everybody to comment below how their weekend was. But right now, I got a message for y'all. Don't nobody care about your excuses. We gotta go chase that bag. We gotta go chase our dreams. We gotta work hard every day and better ourselves. Go take risks. Go lose. Go fail. At the end of the day, you're gonna win. As long as you keep working hard, as long as you're consistent, you're gonna win. So keep grinding. Let's go, Genius family. The Genius way. Let's get it.
Marquise, it was a pleasure meeting you when I met you. Excuse me, you're a bright young man. I wish you well in the future. I'm looking at your book, and most books they have chapters, but your books have days. Can you explain why you decided to go with days rather than chapters?
So me and my dad, we always read this daily motivational book, and it was like a motivational passage every day, like you woke up. So it was like day 1, day 2, and it was always something that I could look forward to. So when the idea of writing a book came to mind, I was like, I want to mimic that. I want to create something like that for the youth, a daily motivational book for the youth. I know some of the things that the youth go through: self-love, self-confidence, being your authentic self, authenticity. And I put together my 28 days of motivation, a month's worth of motivation, and I've gotten some amazing responses off of it.
Yo, what's going on, y'all? How y'all feeling?
Hey, we good.
Everybody unmute. He asked you a question. Maybe we do, leaders. Ask that question.
Good. I'm good.
Good. How are you? No, most definitely. Hey, look, y'all. So this is what we gonna do, right? So I'm gonna need a lot of engagement. For y'all. My name is Marquise Hill, also known as Real MJ Hill. And the main message that I got for y'all today is simply believing in your greatness. Like today during this talk, like we're gonna be having a conversation. I'm not gonna be talking at you. We're gonna be talking together. You know what I'm saying? So throughout the speech, when in the comment section, like I'm gonna be asking y'all some questions. Y'all can just respond in the comment section, so we don't got like too much commotion going on. But yeah, honestly, my first dream was never to be a motivational speaker, was never to be an entrepreneur, was never to be an author. Like that wasn't, what I aspired to do in the beginning. But can I tell you the story about how I got into it? Y'all can drop the okay, y'all can drop the okays in the chat.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Most
yes, sir,
definitely.
yes, sir.
Most definitely.
Sir.
So y'all, my first dream was actually to become an NBA player. I wanted to go to the NBA, and I wanted to be one of the greatest of all time to ever play the game. But in the summer of 8th grade, something happened. I was outside playing basketball like usual, training. And y'all, I remember I went to make a move, and I felt this really sharp pain in my chest. And I was like, hold on, like this didn't feel right. I ran inside. I was like, Dad, I just felt this sharp pain in my chest. Can we go to the doctor and just see what this is? So he was like, yeah, we can go. So we ended up going to this heart specialist. When we got to the heart specialist, he came in, he ran all of his tests, did everything he had to do. And when he came back with his results, he was like, we found that you have a heart murmur. So when he said I had a heart murmur, I'm like, this is my first time ever hearing about this. Like, can you explain that to me? He was like, a heart murmur is when you have some small holes in your heart, misallowing blood to go to places it doesn't need to go. He was like, they're really small, so you're going to be fine, but you have to allow these small holes to heal. And I was like, that sounds serious. Like, what does this mean for me? He was like, you'd have to take 6 or more weeks off from playing basketball. And if the healing process doesn't go right, you may never be able to play the game of basketball again. And when he said that, y'all, I was devastated. Like, I was devastated. As an athlete, basketball was my life. Every morning I woke up, I was just dreaming about that dream of going to the NBA. And for there to be an opportunity for me never being able to play again, y'all was feeling a series of different emotions. I was upset. I was angry. I was confused. I didn't know what to feel. I want to ask y'all real quick, and y'all can just drop this in the comment section. Have y'all ever had, any adversity, like whether it was in school, whether it was in sports, like whether it was just in life? Have y'all ever had like some of that adversity?
Yes.
Most definitely. So y'all feel that. Y'all, when I got home, I was in a really bad place. Like I was in my room, I was just chilling. I couldn't do nothing but think about the negative. And I remember my daddy came into my room and he was like, look, Keith, I get it. You're upset about the situation. I get it. You didn't want it to go that way. But you can't let this situation stop you. You got to get up. You got to do something. You just can't stay in this negative place. And when he left, I was like, man, he's right. And y'all, I'm an energetic person. Like, I can't just sit in my room all day and do nothing. That's not even the type of person I am. I'm energetic. I got to be doing something. Basketball, that's what I did when I needed, to go do something else. So I had to find something to put my energy towards. And for me, that was motivational speaking. I started thinking, I was like, okay, you always had leadership qualities. Like, what's something you can put your energy and your passion towards, to help somebody else maybe going through a hard time? So I remember I picked up my phone, I started making my motivational videos. Y'all, in the beginning, I got some positive responses and I got some negative responses.
On this Zoom thing for using how to be a better person and stuff like that.
Most definitely, bro. Who's that just said that?
All right.
Nah, for sure. All right, for sure. I'm gonna keep going, y'all. So when that happened, I was just like, yo, I started making the videos. When I went to school the next day, kids was laughing at the videos. They was making fun of them. I'm telling you, kids was in school pulling up my videos, laughing at them in my face. And y'all, I ain't gonna lie, it got me discouraged. At that time, I was like, man, I don't like being made fun of. I don't like my videos being called lame. I don't like that. So I had to remind myself, like, it wasn't their dream. Like, I found a real passion when it came to speaking. So I was like, forget the haters, forget the doubters. I'm going to keep making the videos and I'm going to keep doing it. So I kept making them, posting them on Instagram, posting them on Snapchat. And y'all finally got on TikTok. Who all in here got TikTok? Who all in here got that? Y'all can just drop it in the comments real quick. Nah, Keyshawn, you good, bro? All right, cool. So y'all, pretty much everybody in here. So I got on TikTok, y'all. I remember I posted one of my motivational videos and it went viral. I want y'all to throw a guess out there. Real quick. How many views y'all think it got? How many views? Give me just a ballpark. I want y'all to throw an estimate out there. Okay, 200, 2 mil, close. 1.7, closer. All right, cool. Y'all, the video hit 1.5 million views. I'm talking people from all around the world was seeing it. My videos continue to blow up. Y'all went from 1,000 followers to 10, and then from 10 to 50, from 50 to 100,000.
Wow.
And then to now to 170,000. Like, yo, what I realized is if I didn't believe in my greatness, I would have never been able to impact the amount of people that I'm impacting today. Like, I would have never been able to help that person going through that hard time. It was so many people that hit me up after that, like, bro, you just changed my life. Like, you just inspired me. But I would have never been able to do that if I didn't believe in my greatness. Y'all, after that, I got the opportunity to be on TNT and share my story with Shaquille O'Neal, Dwayne Wade, and Candace Parker. And I would have never been able to do that if I didn't believe in my greatness. So I want to encourage y'all, like, whatever your dream is, it may not be speaking it. We all got our own dream. Whatever your dream is, you just got to believe in it. You got to believe in it before anybody else can. You got to understand that everybody didn't get the vision that you got. Like, whether it's being a gamer, whether it's being a YouTuber, whether it's going to the league, whether it's being an NFL, MLB, and like whatever it is, you have to believe in yourself before anybody else can, y'all. And it's this quote by Kobe Bryant, and I live by this. He said, everything negative, pressure, challenges is all an opportunity for me to rise. Like y'all was saying earlier, y'all face some adversity. Like y'all been through some things that brought y'all down. It's an opportunity for you to rise. Whatever adversity you got, like whether it's in life, whether it's in school, whether it's in sports, whatever it is for you, it's an opportunity for you to rise. All right, so if I can leave y'all with one thing today, I need y'all to know to believe in your greatness. And I need y'all to know that each and every one of you, you have a genius ability within you. And for some of y'all, y'all may have found it. Y'all may know what y'all want to do. And for some of y'all that maybe don't know what you want to do, you're going to find it. But each and every one of you have genius ability within you. So again, y'all, my name is Marquise Hill, also known as Real MJ Hill. I'm going to make sure to drop my Instagram and my TikTok, all of that in the comments for y'all so y'all can follow me. And I definitely want to open the floor up to some questions, like whether it's on entrepreneurship, whether it's on speaking, whether it's on, writing your first book, starting your first clothing brand, like whatever it is, y'all, I want to answer y'all questions. And yeah, I'm going to drop it in the comments for y'all for sure. But thank y'all.
Wow. Hey, how about some love, everybody? How about some love? How about some love? Come off of mute. Come off of mute.
Appreciate y'all.
Awesome. Good job.
Awesome. Questions?
Thank you.
While you guys are thinking about questions, let me say this about this young man. When you decide to do something and it's in your spirit and God leads you to do it, do it. God will make a way. I did not know this young man, but he impressed me so much that I wanted to get him on on this call because I just felt his spirit. And he touched me in the last month or so. We've gotten to know each other. We're friends. We talk on social media. We text each other. But he inspires me. He makes me better. He's one of the reasons why I believe in young people. He's one of the reasons why I believe in you guys. Because I see people out here doing things that's going to make a difference in other people's lives, caring about other people. Entrepreneur, author at 16 years old, handling his business, always busy, always moving to the right. How amazing. He talked about haters. We're gonna have haters. I want you guys to write this down. Here's what I know about haters. First of all, they're irrelevant. Write it down. Second of all, they have zero power. Third of all, they can't stop nothing. Almost 2 million followers the first time he posts. Come on, guys. That's unbelievable. Marquise, I salute you, young man. I salute your dad. I salute your grind, your vision, your passion. And you guys can hear the passion in his heart, in his voice. That's what he does. Every time I talk to him, every time I see one of his videos, it inspires me. How about waking up in the morning and going to his page so you can be inspired? That's what people do. That's what a lot of young people do. I'm encouraging you, Rod, if you can put a slide up there for a second. You can put a slide up there a second. It has, I think it's his email address on there. And so you guys can write it down. Rod, you can put that up. Because I want you guys to know that we talk about team, okay? You see his website on there? go order the book, go get on TikTok or Instagram, whatever. Every day I look at his videos because he always got something positive to say. It's uplifting. And you got a young man, 16 years old, one of your peers who's doing this is motivating you. He's going through some of the same things you guys are going through. He knows the issues. He's right there. He's not old 40 day like me. He's a young man that's out here experiencing those same things. So we need to build that team and that culture and that environment full of leaders, full of kings, full of you guys inspiring each other. And so I'm gonna recommend to all you guys, go buy his book. You know, his business, Genius. He was born performing at a genius level. And he understands that. So I can't wait. And I hope I'm around to see all the great things the good Lord's got for this young man. So Marquise, I salute you, young man. I salute you. I have so much love and respect for you. And we're going to promote like crazy. We also have a team impact organization, 170 kids last year. We'll be promoting you in your business and what you're doing. And we're going to stay in touch. I know God got other things for us to do together. So just appreciate you, man. Mad love to you and your family, your dad. I know you got another appointment at noon. But thanks.
Can we take some questions?
Sure. Anybody got questions? Don't
Yeah,
be
for
shy.
sure.
No judgment zone, remember. Maybe our speakers is on. We got some of our speakers already on. If you guys have questions for him, please shoot it.
My boy said, "How tall are you?" 5'9". But nah, there was a question in here by James. I did see a question in here by James. It says, let me see. It says, what motivates you daily? Honestly, what motivates me daily is just my why. You know, like why I'm doing what I'm doing. Like every day I get up and I'm posting my videos and I'm reaching out for different speaking engagements and I'm running my clothing brand. Like whatever it is, I got a why. And my why is my parents. Like my parents, like they had me at a very young age. They worked hard to give me a life, you know what I'm saying, a pretty stable life. And I'm blessed. Like I couldn't ask for anything more. Like they worked hard to make sure I was good. So the least I could do is work 10 times harder to make sure I can give back. You know, to make sure I can look out for my mom. So my mom and my pops, they working. Like my pops, he quit his job to work with me. My mom's still working her job. I got to retire her. So every day I get up, like my grind is different. My hustle is different because I got to retire my mom. My mom be stressed from work. Stressed. Coming home stressed. I don't want my mom stressed. I want my mom living her best life. My little brother, he's looking up to me like he needs a role model. So I got to be the best I can be for my little bro. And there's so many other people that's depending on me, like my family, like my supporters, like they need my motivation. So you got to figure out your why. Like that's what pushes me daily. You know, I want to encourage as many people in the world as possible to believe in themselves and to really believe in their genius. Like my why is what pushes me daily.
Mic drop.
My biggest.
I got a question for you, man. Oh, my fault. You about to read another one? My fault.
No, it's good. You can ask your question and then I'm gonna answer. Braylon's next and then ADM.
Yeah. So first of all, good stuff, man. As a speaker for tomorrow, wanted to get a feel for what my expectation was, and you got me gassed to talk tomorrow, man. So thank you.
Sir.
But I want you to explore for everybody's sake, not just mine. Can you tell us about your circle, man? Your circle of friends, those who you let closest to you, and how they impact the decisions you make and give you that confidence to keep going. Just talk about your circle for a second, if you're cool with that.
My circle. So honestly, my circle is very small. Like I don't really associate myself with a lot of different people. Just like with the path I'm on. Like when I was in elementary school, I had a lot of friends. You know, I knew everybody in school. I had a lot of friends. Middle school, same way. But like as I started kind of focusing on bettering myself, and I kind of focusing on like, you know, speaking when it came to my business, and I focused on my dream, and I really focused on getting to just a new level of my life. You know, I lost some people, and my circle is very small. Like the only people I keep in my circle are people that motivate me. Like if they're not motivating me, if they're not pushing me to be a better version of myself, I just can't surround myself with them. Like my big brother, he has this analogy that he teaches me. He has this analogy that he teaches me, and he says, no matter how many positive that you have, if you throw a negative number in there, the outcome's gonna be negative. If I got 1 million positives and I times it by -1, I got negative 1 million. So a negative, you know, somebody that's trying to throw me off course, I can't surround myself with them. Like I gotta make sure I'm surrounding myself only with the positive because that's what's really gonna take me. So yeah, my circle's real small. I probably got about 10 friends. I'll say 10 like true, 10 like true friends. But yeah, my circle is very small.
Wow. Can you talk about the sacrifice that you're making to live the life that you're living? Can you talk about, you know, delayed gratification and what that means to you?
Sacrifices. I'm a person right now. I know like a lot of the things that, you know, my peers like that they idolize, and it's not everybody. I got some friends that, you know what I'm saying, just like they like to have a lot of fun, and I feel them. Like having fun, living your life, like I'm all for it. But there's like a difference between living your life and having fun with it and then ruining your life. Like if you got a dream, like our youth is our power. Like I'm 16 years old, I'm doing all this stuff now. When I get 20, I'm 4 years into whatever industry I want to be in. Like if you want to start your YouTube channel, if you want to start your clothing brand, if you want to start any like your business, the best time to start is right now, so you can get all the experience while you're young. You don't have no responsibilities as an adult. You don't got to worry about no bills, no none of that. Like you can focus all in on your dream. So when it comes to sacrifices, I don't really think of them as sacrifices because I'm doing it for the betterment of my life. It's not a sacrifice. Like parties, I mean, I like going to parties, to be completely honest with you. But if my business isn't handled, I'm not going. But I love to go to a party if my business handled. Like if I made sure my clothing brand, if everything done for my clothing brand, if everything done, you know, if I prepare for my speech, I'll go to a party. I'll hang out with my friends. I'm cool with that. I'm cool to have fun. But when it comes down to, you know, living your life and living it to the fullest, sometimes you do have to sacrifice a party or two, or sacrifice some chill time, you know, just chilling and really like go all in on your dream. So I think that's like my biggest outlook on sacrifices. Most definitely. And I got a question from Braylon. Let me see. So Braylon asks, how do you overcome your hard times? Overcoming hard time it's not a simple task, you know, like it sounds pretty simple, but y'all, there's some things that I'm still going through that I just got to work on daily. Like it's a daily battle that you have to win. Like there's always gonna be things happening in our lives. Like we all got different stories, you know, there's always gonna be the negative voice in the back of your head telling you, you know, like negative things. It's always gonna be people in your life trying to throw you off course. Things happening in life, people like we losing people. Like there's always things that we're gonna go through. And when it comes down to getting through those hard times, like you just got to think about the long term. Like you got to understand that whatever you're going through right now, it shall pass. Like it's like you're gonna get through it. And I know, like in the moment, it's like, man, I don't know if I can get through this. It's like, man, this is too hard. It's unbearable. But nah, you can get through it. Like you're still here for a reason. And I live by that. If you're still here, I feel like whatever dream you have, like whatever gift that you have to bring to the world, like you're still here for a reason. You have something to offer to the world. So when it come down again through hard times, just remember, like, this isn't gonna last. You know, better days are to come.
Marquise, real quick. You talked about your why. To me, everybody write this down.
Yeah.
Write this down. Why? Okay. For me, WHY means what hurts you. It hurts him to see his mom in pain. It hurts to see his mom working like she's working. It hurts him to see his family where it's at when they made all the sacrifice. You heard his why. Sometimes your why's got to be so big that every time you think about it, it makes you cry. It makes you cry. That gives you some juice that you don't even know you had. That gives you the fire in your spirit and every fiber of your body that's there. You can just see it in Marquise's vision, his passion, his compassion. So he can't afford to not handle his business because his why is that big. His why is not about himself. So we will quit on ourselves before we quit on people we love. So Marquise, you want to talk a little about why is that there's no selfishness in your why? Why that gives you the energy to get up and do what you do, even when you don't feel like it.
honestly, like to be completely real, like there is a part of selfishness, but it's a good selfishness.
Right, absolutely.
Like when it comes to it, you know, I really want to leave a legacy. Like I want people to remember me as a positive light in their dark times. And that's a little selfish. Like, and when it comes to my family, like it's a drive I got inside me to make sure they're good. Like I can't stand to see my family struggling in the same cycle over and over again. Working the job, if my family's gonna work for anybody, they're either gonna be working for themselves, they're gonna be working for me. One of them two, living their best life. Like that's my goal. So when it comes down to like my why is huge. And parts of it are to leave a legacy on the world, to leave my footprint on the world, and parts of it are help my family and, you know, help the world. You know, like I really have a goal, like long term, to change as many lives as possible, and I believe I can do it. So that just keeps me pushing.
Powerful.
I got another question from let me see. Joey asked, if things were different and you didn't have a heart murmur, do you think you would be where you are today? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. If I never got my heart murmur, I'd probably be outside playing basketball right now, training, still chasing my dream, going to the league, to be completely honest with you. Because speaking, like, this wasn't even the route I was going. Like, I listened to a lot of different motivational speakers, and that's one thing that I noticed. I think that motivation and that sense to help another person going through their hard time, it probably came from me watching a lot of people like Eric Thomas, Inky Johnson, you know, just different people like that. Like, I think that's where it came from. But nah, I would not be where I was today if it wasn't for that heart murmur. I think that adversity is what allowed me to, you know, really find my purpose.
Awesome. Phenomenal.
Then it was another one. I don't know the whole name, but it starts with an essay. It says, how do you manage the fear of failure? Y'all, the fear of failure is something that we all deal with. Like, even when I'm speaking, when I first started, there was such a fear that, man, if I get up here and I stutter, or I get up here and I mess up, like it's gonna be the end of the world. You know, like everybody's gonna look at me as a failure. I'm never gonna be able to come back from it. And I had to stop looking at it like that. Like, one thing that you realize is that none of us are perfect, and like you'll never be perfect in anything that you do. So you just got to learn to embrace the process. You got to learn to embrace failure. Like, failure is gonna come. If you want to be successful, you got to lose a lot more time than you win. You know what I'm saying? Failure is gonna come, but you just got to embrace it. Like, I embrace the fact that, man, I could have gotten on this Zoom and totally messed up the whole speech. But then after that, like, what is there to it? I got laughed at, maybe got chuckled at. Okay, cool. Is that gonna end my life? No. I got another opportunity to bounce back. Like, you got to understand that every time you fall, every time something goes wrong, it's an opportunity for you to bounce back. Just like Kobe said, everything negative, pressure, challenges, all the opportunity for me to rise. So that's how I look at failure. Like, I mean, I'm excited for failure. I embrace it. If I fail, man, that just means I didn't do it right the first time. I got another opportunity to do it if I'm still here. So that's how I embrace failure, for sure. And then let me see. I'm pretty sure that was all of the questions. Yeah,
Marquise.
that's all the questions I got in the comments.
Marquise, there is one question. It says, what made you think that you would be a motivator?
What made you think that I would be a motivator? Man, it came unexpectedly. Like, something just came over me. Like I said, I watched a lot of Eric Thomas. I watched a lot of Inky Johnson. I watched a lot of Trent Shelton. I watched a lot of powerful motivational speakers, Les Brown, and they always motivated me and got me out of that negative space of thinking that I was in. And whenever that happened to me in sports and anything I was doing, like motivational speakers, I would listen to them. So when basketball was over with, I was like, man, what do I actually enjoy? Like, what brings me happiness? Like, what can I do to bring me happiness? And speaking it fell into my lap. Like, just picking up my phone and started speaking. And honestly, I didn't know I was going to be a motivator. I had no clue. I know I had qualities, like leadership qualities. I was always one to be loud. Like, I mean, I like hearing myself talk, but like being a speaker, it kind of snuck up on me. And now it's my real purpose.
Marquise, can you enter your Instagram handle and TikTok handle into the chat box, please?
Oh yes, most definitely. So y'all, my Instagram, my TikTok, all of that, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be real MJ Hill. I'm gonna put it in there right now. And then for everybody that follows me, make sure y'all DM me and tell me like you came from the conference so I can make sure I follow y'all back. And then if y'all got any questions that y'all just didn't want to ask on here, y'all can DM me all that and I'll answer them. Most definitely, Braylon, I got you. I'm gonna follow you back, bro.
Awesome. Awesome. Marquise, you want to go ahead and talk about the award we're going to be giving away? You said we might give away a couple of books and what you looking for at the end of the conference that we can decide who those 2 books go to. You want to talk a little about that?
Oh yeah, most definitely, y'all. My book, You Have Genius Ability Within You. I'm definitely gonna be giving away. Some copies. For everybody in here. I don't know who we're gonna be giving it to, but for whoever gets it, I really want you to really soak up the information and everything in there. Like, I want you to really take whatever resonates with you. I want you to take it and really apply it to your life. Every day might not resonate with you. Like, I know some days in there on self-love, some days in there on perseverance, it's some days in there on just being your authentic self. Every day might not resonate with you, but for all the days that do, I just pray that you really take it to heart and you really apply it to your life and understand that, man, you can really do anything you set your mind to. Like, a lot of the things I'm doing now, I didn't think I could do, but I'm doing it now simply because I believed in myself, So I'm telling you, right? Like there's no limits, y'all. And y'all are so young and y'all got so much potential, so many things to do. Man, like, start now. Like, whatever that dream is for you, please start now. I'm telling you, if I could have started at 12 or 10, I would have started doing this at that age. 16, like, I'm looking back like, dang, I had 6 years, I could have started this, but man, whatever it is, yo, start young.
I got a question.
Yeah.
If you could like change anything, what would it be?
Man, I wouldn't change nothing. I wouldn't change a thing. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, if I could have went back in time, I speak on that a lot, going back in time, starting earlier. I can't even say that because I feel like everything that you go through builds you. You know what I mean? I feel like everything happens for a reason. Like, the heart murmur, like, yo, if that would have never happened, I would have never found my purpose in speaking. Like, if that would have never happened, if some things in my life would have never happened, it wouldn't have molded me and built me to be the person I am today. So, like, when it comes to changing something, I wouldn't change a thing. Like, I feel like everything happened for a reason, and things are going to continue, you know what I'm saying, to build you. Like whatever doesn't kill you, it makes you stronger. Like, that's real. You know what I'm saying? Everything happens for a reason.
Yeah,
absolutely.
For sure.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
For sure, bro.
Believe in your greatness. That's a powerful statement. Believe in your greatness. You know how Marcus said everything's happened for a reason. Just like when him and I connected and we talked about the youth conference, it didn't take long for him to feel the spirit and say, I'm in. But my family, we've been blessed to have tremendous mentors that lived under the same roof as we did. One of them was my brother, Charles Jordan. You'll hear from him later. But one of the things, since we were all younger, he used to always say that you were born to perform at the genius level. He said all the time. So when we were very young, we believed that we was born to do something special. We was built differently. We was born to perform at the genius level. So when I started doing my research and vetting Marquise before I talked to him, everything I saw genius. Yeah. I said, wow, how powerful is that? Genius. That's something we were taught since we were this young. Born to perform at the genius level. Each and every one of you is born to perform at the genius level. Each and every one of you. Believe in your greatness. Expect greatness. So powerful, Marquise. I just cannot thank you enough, young man. I can't wait to meet you and your dad face to face. We talked about getting together with your dad. And man, you just touching so many lives, man. You inspired me. And I hope these guys got just a fraction of what you gave us today. But I couldn't think of a better way to kick off this 2 days. And I'm indebted to you, young man. And I just love you already. I can't wait to see what God has planned for you and us and the kids and relationships and the mentorship that you can provide for some of them. So I appreciate you, man. And
thank you.
Before you go, there's something going on that I wasn't going to announce at the end, but I know you're busy, but I wanted to announce to you. I've been in contact with Steve Harvey mentorship program. And
Nice.
he wants to team up with something that we're doing with the conference and other things. And I want to make sure you get connected with that as well. I think you got a lot to offer, and a lot of kids here on this conference going to be invited to some things we're going to be doing with the Steve Harvey Mentorship Program. We'll talk about that later on. But since I won't be able to probably talk to you until like next week, I want to make sure you're aware of that as well.
No, that sounds really amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And for all of y'all that sat here and listened to me, like, I appreciate y'all for real. And for everybody that follow me, I'm gonna make sure to follow y'all back. And yeah, let's stay connected, Joe, because I really want to see all y'all win. Like, it's room for all of us to win out here. Whatever your dream is, Joe, it can become a reality. I'm telling you, it's just a matter of time. Just stay the course and stay focused and keep going. Like, your persistence and your perseverance through the hard times, that's what's really going to lead to your success, yo. So I appreciate y'all. And thank you, Mr. Jordan.
Hey, everybody come off mute. Let's give Marquise some love. So much appreciate it. Absolutely phenomenal. Hey guys, some of you guys got to step up your leadership skills. Coach said, be coachable, be coachable. You guys done a phenomenal job so far, but we need to show more enthusiasm, more fire. That's what leaders do. How about having the same fire that Marquise had, letting him know we appreciate you. Let him know we really appreciate people. I mean, gratitude is everything. Gratitude and being humble is everything. So I'm going to ask you guys to do better than that. Let's come off the mute again and show him how much you really appreciate him. Let's go. Let's go right now.
Thank you.
Good job. Thank you, Marquise. All right, guys, we're going to take a lunch break in a minute. I want to do something before we do that, so you guys understand we've got a heck of a program lined up for you guys. We got workshops coming up where you guys going to be involved, and you guys get to chat and talk to us and tell us what's going on. And then is Joe Jordan, you still on the line?
I am.
Okay. Joe is going to be one of our speakers, and I want him to get just to say hello to Joe, because Joe is phenomenal. I mean, you get to hear more about Joe, but Joe is my younger brother. For those who don't know, he's done all the things that you can ever imagine. He's accomplished some amazing things academically, educationally, financially. He's a winner. He's a leader. He's a community activist. He's a father. He's a husband. He's done so many different things that they reached so many awards, locally, regional, and nationally. He's built a state-of-the-art, went out and raised money to build a state-of-the-art $40 million Boys and Girls Club. He's the CEO, director, and whatever else you want to know. Several boys and girls. He's involved in community, so much stuff going on. But I don't want you guys to miss him, okay? But I want him to just tell me a little bit about what's in the store, Joe, and encourage them to make sure they stay on after lunch. And Joe's going to be ready to go about 1 o'clock. But we're gonna come back at 12, because this workshop we want to do before Joe comes back on, okay? So Joe, give them a quick spiel and encourage them to make sure they stay on, make sure they have the notepads and pens.
Well, good morning, everyone. Hey, Happy New Year.
Good morning, Joe.
I'm really excited.
Hold on, Joe. He said good morning, kings and leaders. So say it again, and we all got to say good morning, Joe.
Morning, Joe.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy New Year. Marquise, thank you for inspiring me. Your presentation was right on point. A lot of the things that you talked about is part of my presentation. So I'm excited to kind of reiterate some things you said and share some of my experiences and how I got to be who I am. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. I had 9 siblings that were amazing people and incredible parents. So I was a part of an environment of greatness. So I had to get some of it. And so I'm just proud to have the opportunity to pour into young people this morning, particularly the first day of a brand new year. I'm excited to do that. I couldn't think of a better way to start 2022. Walt, thank you, man, for inviting me to be a panel guest on this.
Amen. We're honored and humbled, brother, that you're able to do that. Khalid Griffin, Mr. Griffin, are you on the line?
I am, sir.
And he's one of our speakers for tomorrow. And this guy was, I'm telling you, man, the reviews I heard from this guy, everybody been telling us, you gotta meet Pastor. He's phenomenal. I've been hearing for 2 years about you, bro. And so I reached out to Pastor, and he said, man, I'm in, Walt, and I know he's busy. I think it's anniversary weekend, whatever, but he's made time to be here. And Pastor, you want to give him a little bit about your topic? The video you sent me is phenomenal, and I can't wait to hear you. So you want to tell me a little bit about what you got going there?
Yeah, no doubt. First of all, Happy New Year to everybody. As
Happy New Year.
Jordan just said, I literally just got off the highway at like 10:50 to jump on for the 11 o'clock for my anniversary weekend. I couldn't miss it. So yeah, I'm a pastor, I'm a professor, an up-and-coming leader in the community. Speaking. I've spoken at the national level, regional level, at the local level, obviously. And so tomorrow, our conversation will be around this idea of mastering our fate. And the vehicle to prove my points will be from a poem called Invictus. So fellas, if you're listening, you got about 24 hours to at least read it a couple of times. It's called Invictus, Invictus. It's a poem by William Ernest Henley. And what I want y'all to know and understand and be able to respond to is this idea that obstacles are inevitable, challenges are inevitable, haters are inevitable, but that don't stop you from being who God has called you to be. So tomorrow we're talking about the master of my fate, and I can't wait to dive into it. And Invictus literally means unconquerable, someone who is unconquerable. So we're gonna gird up and have some great conversation tomorrow. There's an illustration I use on campus as a professor. I'm gonna tap into that dog. I believe everyone has a dog. I believe everyone has the ability to be gritty. And that's what this poem is about. So I'm looking forward to seeing you all at 11 tomorrow.
Wow, looking forward to that, Pastor. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. The other gentleman that you guys see a picture of now, that's been basically my rock in my entire life. Every step of my life, he's been there. He's been my mentor on and off the court in life, spiritually. He's been a lot of our mentors. He's mentored a lot of kids. I call him the Hall of Fame maker because he's our older brother. He's Joseph and I, one of our older brothers. And Joe is also a Hall of Fame athlete. Joe is a Hall of Fame person, was a college All-American. So if you guys have background noise, please mute your line. If you can hear it, we can hear it too. So just click mute if you got background noise, okay? If you can hear it, we can hear it. So please mute your line. Be respectful. We're talking about that. Standards. Come on, leaders. Thank you. Got background noise? If you can hear it, mute your line. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I want to give you guys just a quick overview of what's going to take place starting this afternoon and tomorrow. So Charles, you want to give them a quick synopsis of what you're going to talk about tomorrow? So it's all yours, bro.
Oh yeah. Can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. Listen,
Yes.
Paul, I certainly appreciate this opportunity. I love what I heard just now. It's absolutely tremendous. One of the things that I want to try to get across is this: we can tell young people what we want from them, and we can say it with veins in our neck. We can say it with passion in our voice, but that won't get the job done. What will get the job done is we have to give them the vehicle to get there. We talk about performing at the genius level. Genius level performance, and all of the speakers will follow the same thread as I'm picking up. But genius level performance is a requirement. And genius level performance is something that we were engineered for achievement and designed for success. And if we are not performing at the genius level, regardless of the obstacles that we face, if we're not performing at the genius level, then we're operating in an unnatural state. And our job as community leaders, as mentors, as motivational speakers, as pastors, as leaders of the community, is to not only say with passion what we want from them, but be able to provide the vehicles that will allow them to get there.
Absolutely. Absolutely, Chuck. I mean, guys, I want to tell you something personally. My brother Charles and I and Joe, we probably talk 2 or 3 times a day sometimes.
Yeah.
Very seldom do a day go by, but every time we talk, it's about spiritual. It's about us bettering ourselves, about somebody else, about reaching somebody, helping somebody, doing something for somebody else, inspiring stuff. I get inspired every time I speak to him, no matter how many times I speak to him. And we've been doing this 60 plus years.
Yeah.
So I would strongly suggest you do not want to miss Charles Jordan or any of our speakers tomorrow, because these guys are handpicked. We had a chance of bringing other speakers, cut it off with these 4 because they're unbelievable. Vin Baker, who can't be here, he's assistant coach today. He'll be here tomorrow. He's assistant coach of Milwaukee Bucks. He's a mentor to Giannis. Giannis, the MVP and the world champion Milwaukee Bucks. He's a four-time NBA All-Star himself. He's a first-round pick when he came out of college. He was an alcoholic. Turned his life around because of Christ. He wrote a book called God in Starbucks. He'll be with us tomorrow. He touched my heart. He says to me, Coach Jordan, guess what I was doing the night after we won the world championship, and everybody was pouring champagne over each other and partying and talking about going out and all that stuff. He said he was in the locker room and all the champagne was going. He knew he could not have a drop of it because he's an alcoholic. He didn't want to go backwards. So he snuck out of the locker room, went home to be with his wife.
Yes, sir.
Went home and be with his wife. And he said, just got on his knees and thank God for his favor and his grace and the fact that he got a chance to experience this. But he said he would not got a chance to experience this had he not listened to God and turned his life around. So, I mean, guys, I get so excited when I see you young men stepping up like some of you guys have done. I'm looking at the names now on the asking questions that's responding in the chat. I'm watching your faces. I'm watching your guys' reaction, because that means everything to us. This is all about you guys. This is your thing. This is not our thing. But think about the speakers, the leaders who are all very busy, that's going to give up their time to come share with you guys. They're showing up. I didn't expect them to be on this morning. They didn't have to be on this call. They didn't have to show up or didn't have to show up at all. But they only supposed to be here when they was time for their time to speak. They care enough about you guys and find out what's going on. They tuned in when they were very busy on New Year's Day. So I salute them. So I want to make sure you guys get this. Let's have 110% commitment that we're gonna stay plugged in. We're gonna do our due diligence. At the end, I'm gonna ask you guys to show me your notepad. I want to see your notes. I want to see who's taking notes. We start talking about giving away awards and gifts and stuff like that. I want to see who's really paying attention. We're going to see your notes. We're going to find out who's serious about this thing, who's serious about impact on it. And some of you guys I said before, 4.0 students, all kind of leadership awards, academic awards. We read this stuff. We're excited about you guys. So you guys need to really step up. If you're older, really step up. Encourage these younger kids on this call. You heard Marquise talked about being the example and setting the standards for his younger brother and how important that is. So a lot of you guys got younger siblings, right? You need to understand that that's your role too. Protect your mom's heart. We talked about that, right? We talked about protecting your mom's heart. Make her proud. So guys, go ahead. He's going to take about an hour, maybe not an hour. Let's just say 12:30. Look at your 12:30 Central Eastern Standard Time, 11:30 Central Standard Time. We're gonna take time, go get you some. And let's not do that. Here's what we're gonna do. Take 15 minutes, go get your lunch, go get you something to drink, whatever you're gonna do. Come back, okay? And we're gonna play a video while you eat. So let's say 12:15. I know you heard Marquise talk about Eric Thomas. A lot of you guys don't know who Eric Thomas is. He's one of the most powerful motivational speakers in the world. But he has a series of videos that's phenomenal. I want you guys to hear from Eric Thomas. So you want to make sure you hear from Eric Thomas so you know who he is. So 12:15, 11:15, go get your food and lunch, come back and we're gonna play a video. Then we're gonna do a workshop and then we're gonna hear from Joe Jordan himself. So with that said, guys, you guys are kings. You guys are champions. We love you guys. And I'll see you guys back here in about 20 minutes. Take care. God bless.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, young man.
Thank you. Thank you, coach.
Thanks, guys.